Do you support the STAAR test? Do you feel it is an accurate gauge of student progress?
No. STAAR testing is only one measure by which students should be measured. Nobody should be tested for a few hours for their whole academic year. And we need portfolios, other assessments. Teachers have those tools at their disposal. They know how to use them. They use them effectively. And STAAR testing is one tool. And just to clarify, there are 4 different levels on STAAR testing. It's masters, meets, or approaches, and all 3 of those mean that they're passing. That's by state standards. And our STAAR tests show that our Algebra 1 scores are actually better than 2019. They were 67% passing in 2019. STAAR indicates that 82% of our Algebra 1 students, first-time testing is 82%. It's a way that you make sure you're reading the data correctly. Reading is the same way. But the state is also good at changing the way they assess things midstream. That changed in 2023. For example, with reading, they added the writing component to that. And this year, our 3rd grade students are having to take their test typing. And that's stressful for them. It's not because they're going to use AI to grade that, so make it maybe easier in some way. But there are many more ways to test students than just one standard.
Same question. And further questions, I'm sorry, these are 1-minute responses, please. So, given the Denton ISD test, I'm sorry. Do you support the STAAR test, and do you feel it is an accurate gauge of student progress?
As far as the STAAR test goes, according to the TEA website, approaches grade level indicates that the student shows some knowledge of course content, but may be missing critical elements. Students may need additional support in the coming year. To me, that indicates that that student is not up to grade level. Meets at grade level shows strong knowledge of course content. Student is prepared to progress to the next grade. That is at meets. That is the percentage that I quoted to you. STAAR testing is one way of testing your student to see where they are in their academics. Teachers have I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
Sheryl English, you're up next, and the question is, do you support the STAAR test? Do you feel it is an accurate gauge of student progress? And following Sheryl English, we will have Dr. Terry Senne.
No, I do not support the STAAR test. It is not accurate. It is a test that teaches them how to take a test. It does not currently gauge where they are academically. It is 100% stressful on the teachers and the students, and all it is another way to show or try to show that public schools are failing so they can push vouchers.
The question is, do you support the STAAR test, and do you feel it is an accurate gauge of student progress?
As an assessment person who's been doing it for quite a while now, I do not support the STAAR test. It is one measure. No child should be assessed on a single measure for any level of performance, and we know there's so many factors that come into play. Secondly, it's a standardized test. When they make a standardized test, they cast the net wide. They do that to get at multiple levels. You need multiple assessments for students and for your teachers not to have to teach to the test, but spend that time with critical thinking, problem solving, and allowing some creativity and innovation. Thank you.
Dr. Senne, if you remain there, we'll start with you with this next question, please.